a man accidentally discovered an extremely addictive block elimination game at the 1988 World Electronics Show. He immediately realized the commercial potential this game contained. So, he bought the publishing rights for Japan with $20,000. The next day, he came to Nintendo headquarters, the Japanese gaming giant. Under the pretense of using the bathroom, he secretly snuck inside. He met with Nintendo's president and recommended this extremely charming new game to him. The president offered to purchase the rights for $500,000, but he refused this offer that was dozens of times higher. Instead, he demanded to co-publish this game with Nintendo. However, Nintendo had only ever released their own games. There was no precedent for external collaboration. Persuaded that cooperation was a win-win choice, just like Mario had Luigi. Mike's persuasion successfully moved the president. He finally agreed to cooperate with him, but he would need to bear the upfront production costs. Mike found the bank manager he had worked with. He mortgaged his house, car, and all other assets to get a $3 million loan to publish Tetris. The manager was stunned. His last purchase of a Go game had failed. He hadn't repaid a single cent of the huge loan debt, and now he was buying another new game. But Mike said he had already reached a publishing agreement with the Japanese gaming giant, Nintendo. Hearing Nintendo, a brand that was like a money printing license, the manager finally approved his loan. Everything was ready. However, reality soon dealt him a heavy blow due to limited funds. Mike had originally planned to quickly recoup funds by selling arcade machines loaded with the block game, then use this money to pay for Nintendo game cartridge production costs. However, the London media giant Mirror Group, that had initially sold him the rights, suddenly informed him that they had split off the arcade publishing rights and sold them separately to Sega Corporation. Given that the other party had not yet provided him with the gaming console copyright contract, could only swallow this bitter pill. But the company's funds at this time were only enough to complete less than half of the orders. With no other options, Mike could only return to Nintendo's president again and presented him with the first game cartridge they had produced.
Yamauchi-san, Kevin Maxwell pulled a piranha plant on me.
They reneged on my arcade rights, and I really need a mushroom to stay alive. Then, Mike requested an advance of $1 million in order fees. Although the president really liked this young man before him, this didn't comply with their business processes. However, he immediately invited Mike to visit their branch office in Seattle. There might be the answer he needed. The next day, Mike came to Nintendo's R&D center in Seattle. After signing a series of confidentiality agreements, an electronic product of epical significance appeared before his eyes. This was Nintendo's first-generation handheld gaming console.
The game